There we go. It's a little Nicky.
I got it.
Yep.
Just
Start
wrapped it up.
strong.
Nicky.
Yes. Lil Nicky. With no clarification of what the hell we're even talking about.
No,
Starting
you
off
fucking
with
figure it out.
Lil Nicky. Little Nicky.
Nicky.
We'll release behind the scenes later on.
We gotta
like, the
pay for
year.
it. We gotta give them
Yeah.
something to want. All right?
That'll be on our Patreon.
That's
Okay,
right.
so you guys
Either
gotta.
that, or we'll get real murky and put it on OnlyFans. Like, we don't get nude,
Ooh.
just back behind the scenes podcast stuff.
Mhm.
I know people that do that shit. I know a
Slowly
lot of
take
people
my
that
What's
would-
the
shirt off.
lowest we can charge for OnlyFans? Like, can we go down like a 99-cent tier just to see if
I don't know.
mean,
$3.99. I don't
Let's
know.
try it.
Let's try. See what we could just
Let's
drop
try.
on there.
Let's try.
I think
Why
we
not?
could do that on Patreon now.
Let's just see.
Yeah.
The OnlyFans
22 cents.
sounds.
Well, how do we promote?
I don't know. That's
Well,
a good
that's our
how would you-
problem, isn't it?
Like,
That's a good question. We do not know how to promote. So
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, my
No.
cheeks are okay, but I don't got no cheese to
if
show.
if you guys are listening, we thank you. We don't know how you found us, but
Yeah.
All
found it.
13 of you.
OnlyFans
Oh,
coming
yeah.
soon.
Some episodes
Yeah.
have 25, and we are pretty
Mhm.
popular on TikTok. So thank you.
That's true. We've also
Thanks
had
for
two
liking the
videos.
clips. Yeah.
all
Clips,
you
yeah.
13-year-olds trying to get to Logan Paul. Thanks for watching our shit. Just
Yeah.
in
Oh
between time.
shit! Did you see what happened to him today?
To Logan Paul, no.
No.
Him and KSI were doing like an interview, and I don't know where exactly, but the people started throwing the Prime bottles at them,
Oh, shit.
nailing them. I think one like
only-
Were
nailed
they
KSI
were
in the
they
head.
full? Were they
Have
full?
Oh yeah, they
bottles,
were, dude.
though?
They were completely.
Oh, those
fucking
are heavy. That's
splashing
gonna
everywhere.
help somebody.
It was a
Holy
really
shit.
Have
good
have
video.
I touched on this? That like people will come in. I say people, kids, only fucking kids will come into my work. Bitch, you guys got
Mhm.
Prime?
Yeah.
I'm like the energy drink, or like you need like a Prime
Card or
Amazon?
yeah. And they're like,
No, you old asshole.
yeah, exactly.
Fucking
Like,
boomer.
no. But it's never any adult, dude. Ever.
No,
Like
that's
not
exclusively who
one
drinks
single
that.
time.
Yeah.
I've only tried
you
two
actually
of them. I
Popping
think it's
energy drinks.
the blue one and that what is it? It's like that
The
red
red white. That's the one we tried. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
They're not. It's not bad, but I mean,
not
like,
bad.
bottle
but-
pop. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not-
it's not.
like
It's not
a-
a terrible taste, but I mean,
I'm
I
not
don't
like a
think the
shitty
13-year-old
Gatorade.
that's losing my
exactly.
shit. Yeah.
That was the perfect
It's-
exploit. Like a shitty Gatorade. That's about
Mhm.
it. With the name on it,
Yeah.
that everybody's like, "Well, Logan Paul and KSI drink this."
Ooh,
So
Oh,
dude, my
YouTube
There's our sweet
Yeah.
endorsement for you. It's shitty Gatorade.
Correct.
Yeah.
Shitty Gatorade. Isn't
I'm
that
not
just
even
Gatorade?
Logan,
I'm not even
Logan
kidding
asks
you.
me if I know who Mr. Beast is. And I'm like,
Well, he was
yeah.
almost in the
like,
Titanic submarine.
well,
We almost
yeah.
lost him. Man.
I did just see that. But I was like,
I'll be
he
back. You
does
guys
like
carry on.
burgers or some shit, right?
He does have
And he's
some
like,
burgers.
What?
Yeah,
I
he's
was
trying
like,
to get out
yeah,
of it.
he makes like burgers, and Logan's just like looking at me like I'm nuts.
Right.
And I was like, you don't do DoorDash. All right.
Oh, does he? Well, but he doesn't play like video games, so he doesn't even know that he's a playable character in Fortnite or whatever, right?
But they have him in like Roblox.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, I made Mr. Beast. I'm like, all right. And then yeah, I'm
That
scrolling
stupid hat,
Facebook,
doesn't it?
and then I saw that article where it's like Mr. Beast says he was going to be on the submergible, whatever. And Logan's like, hey, it's Mr. Beast. I'm like, yep, we could have
Yeah,
lost.
he
him.
almost died.
Yeah, I almost
Yeah.
lost him, buddy.
Sorry.
The first time I ever heard
Fuck
him say
Prime,
Mr.
though, right?
Beast, I thought LA Beast. Yeah. So,
Did you just pull one out of the fucking fridge right now?
No, I don't know.
oh, boy.
Good.
Paul just threw him on
No,
this
dude,
window.
blur,
yeah.
blur that
Who
out.
Pulled up. No,
Oh, so you were at.
Tastes like
so you
blue
were one of the
Jell-O?
ones.
I was
throwing
there
the shit at
collecting
him.
all the ones that they threw because I was like, yo,
Oh, okay.
I'll flip
That's
the
free.
What?
Yeah, why not?
No,
So, like, I know,
$12.
I know a bunch of 12-year-olds that are gonna buy this shit on my doorstep like tomorrow.
yeah, I'll go to Knott's Edgar Farm. I'll just sell them out there. $20 a pop. I'm pretty sure I can get a decent amount of money.
Edgar
There we
Farm.
go.
Knott's Edgar Farm.
Like,
No,
Edgar,
It
Edgar,
fucking
Edgar.
is.
it's
It
funny
is.
because last episode I made that cruel joke about the Titanic, even though I did feel a little bit bad. I'm like, but in
Which
way-
joke? What was your joke?
I pretty much ended off being like, well, this doesn't go up till Friday, so they're already fucking dead. Rest in peace,
We
which is
said
true.
rest
And it, and it,
Well,
And I was
it
way
a
off.
hard
They
end.
died way sooner, dude.
Yeah,
That
this is
was
very true.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
So
and this
you-
wasn't the joke. We went into detail about
Yeah.
how horrible it would have had to be to slowly die. Yeah, it would have been horrible. However,
I mean, I
they
laughed
went
either
off
way,
in
so
a
it wasn't a
millisecond.
joke. But
like
It
that.
was a millisecond implosion,
yeah,
and they're gone. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't wish that on anybody, but
no,
It wasn't
We
as
weren't-
bad as they were telling us it was
Yeah.
getting.
we were
Like-
not mocking people dying. We were
No.
mocking the idea of what rich people spend their money
Yeah, that the
There
fact
you
that
go.
like look, the only one I feel bad about is the 19-year-old that was very like, I don't want to do this. This is fucking
Yep.
stupid. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't trust this stupid fucking thing. And the dad was like, well, no, you have to go. And his entire family was pretty much like, well, this is his Father's Day gift. You have to go with them. And he ended up being right.
Well, I heard that
Always
the mom
trust the
traded with
force.
him.
If you have a bad feeling about this, Han knows right. Always trust that instinct. Don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's shitty, but like, I also don't need James Cameron's whole like, oh,
No,
I've
but
been
yeah,
there
he's-
so
Oh,
many
God damn it.
times.
I'm so
Like, he's the
sick
fucking
of,
authority
that
on
he's
it.
the expert on the
Yeah.
Titanic. I've been
I-
down
Are
there
you Aquaman,
35
James?
I
I'll make another
would
shitty Avatar
much-
movie, dude.
I'd
Yeah, bro.
much rather hear about his adventures in time travel, researching Terminator, than hearing about going underwater.
Mhm.
He
So
already
where's
went
that
back.
shit?
I just want to see like
Jimmy.
a documentary of James Cameron trying to like reenact like the fucking Force Flash and shit, and just trying to run backwards in time and be like, and I'm like, oh, do all that you can, James. You're still only gonna get lucky like twice and make a few decent movies, and then just piss me off for the rest of
and
your
then
career.
run them into the ground for the
Mm-mm.
rest of your life.
Yeah,
Because
do we
if
think
he
the
goes
odds are?
Flash,
Fuck, man.
what he's gonna do is he's gonna save the Titanic.
he's
gonna
gonna
save it.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's
gonna
gonna
bring
take
it
out
up.
all the icebergs.
He's gonna make sure that
Actually,
Leo
no, he's not.
fits
He's gonna
on
ruin
that
his
door
millions of
perfectly fine.
dollars.
Yeah,
So, what are the odds? What do you guys think were the odds that he makes a movie about this?
James Cameron.
Yeah,
Isn't it
It'll be
already
on,
being
I mean,
made?
it'll
See,
be
I
on
don't
Disney
want that.
Plus. It's gonna be on Disney
I
Plus.
want like a dramatization, reenactment, and really just like seal the deal, make it just into its own like Fire Fest, because that's already what it basically sounded like to
That,
me.
Yeah.
that everyone's
100%.
hopping in their own little pod.
Everybody's just hopped on. Yeah, they're like, I have money, I can do this. What could possibly go wrong? And everything went wrong. And that's
What could
exactly still
possibly
Fyre
go
Fest.
wrong?
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that go wrong so far, like everything, man. And I know everybody would swear up and down that like Firefest could have been avoided. Yeah, don't be a fucking idiot. That's the easiest way to avoid that. And again, no, in no way do we ever sit here and laugh or say good that people lost their lives. No,
no,
just make fucking better decisions.
yeah.
Just try to not piss away money that some of us, all of us together, will collectively never fucking see in our lifetime.
Now,
Yeah,
granted,
speak
if
for
I
yourself.
had
Give
a
me
shit ton of money,
your money. Give
I
me
feel-
that 250 grand you're gonna shit away at the bottom of the ocean.
Did they?
But I
did
feel like
they
if I
shit
had that
away?
money,
Did
I
they
feel
just
like
kind of
I
like
would just
it
buy
just like
stupid shit
floated
too.
away?
I feel like I would buy dumb shit if I had that money. I really do. I feel like I'd be so like, I got to spend it on something.
But
But
would you
probably-
spend it on a boat ride?
No,
to
but that's not
Titanic?
something I'm
To-
interested in.
to
Though.
There are
Water
two
hell?
things.
Yeah.
If I had this kind of money and was a billionaire, there are two things you wouldn't catch me doing yet: going down in the ocean and
No.
going to outer space.
Yeah, fuck
I
that.
will wait until they have built colonies up there with the air running on both, and then maybe I'll spend a ticket to go.
Yeah.
Okay,
fly
would you
to
rather go to space
Like-
or would you rather go underwater? I think I'm going with
Space.
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 Yeah.
Fuck underwater, dude.
Because-
Cthulhu down there.
I can't do it.
I don't
man.
know.
That's a
To
tough
me, it's
one.
like to
Either
me, it's
way,
almost
if
the
the
same level
implosion happens,
of,
you're
like-
dead in a millisecond.
Yeah,
Either
no
way.
matter
Yeah.
what, you're fucked.
it's the same level of
Yeah.
that deep, dark, unknowing horror. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So,
Yeah.
Whether it's up or whether it's below.
I don't know.
I've still never been on a fucking plane, so I mean the sky fucking terrifies me most
Well,
days.
if you're asking me, yeah, at that point, how I'd rather die, I would way rather die by somehow of it being
In
possibly aliens
Space.
than any
Yeah.
type of Cthulhu in the ocean coming to get me.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
Now
It
you're,
does
now you're on the
seem-
Cthulhu.
it
I think I'd rather
does seem
die in
more-
the ocean than a plane crash, though. Fuck that, dude.
No,
It's
I'd
usually
rather,
better
I'd
than
rather
crash.
blow up.
I mean, it's
Likely-
yeah.
I don't
You're
know.
probably
It's
gonna
the
wind up
ocean.
in the
Yeah,
ocean.
you're gonna. Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
but in
going
pieces.
down. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. It feels like what's the quickest? Like, hey, get to the fucking
But
point. If I'm
would
gonna
you?
die.
But if you're going down in a plane, are you not just trying to jump out of like the fucking door or window?
Well, if
You
you
would
Are you
hope.
really just like? Are you really like sticking around in
if
your
you
chair?
believe
Like,
the Fight
all
Club
right,
of it all, when the,
I mean,
the protocol
that's
for a
true.
plane crash
Take
is
that
going to snap your neck
oxygen.
anyway.
Well,
Craven
that's
knows
it.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
just
I
put
thought you
your,
meant like
head
just
between
put
your
your
knees and-
Put your
Put
head
your
between your
mask
knees,
on.
and on impact, your neck's gonna snap, and you're out of there.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah, you're done. There's
Yeah.
no. I mean, that's the
welcome to
happiest
the real
ending, I
world.
guess. But you know,
It both
Yeah.
all like it all sucks.
gotta
but
fight,
still,
Clubber.
I think that it was worse when it was like, oh man, 90 something hours, and it's all gonna come down to just
Right.
them dying. But the fact that they
Yeah,
found
and
debris that same day,
The
I'm like,
countdown
okay.
clock on everyone's
Yeah,
channel.
dude, there's a countdown
Yeah.
Twitter account. I'm like, come on, have some shame,
Oh
bro.
my
Like,
God.
So who's really the monsters here? Yeah,
yeah,
countdown
like,
ones are the ones that
Mhm.
made,
Well, yeah, this
you know,
wasn't
a
just
handful
Fox
of
News who
memes.
you'd expect it from. This was literally CNN had a 72-hour countdown clock going.
Mhm.
like you're counting down to New Year's. Like,
Mhm.
come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, give them some dignity at least.
Yeah.
Like, it's shitty,
Because
but
also
whatever,
in that
man.
countdown in that time frame of the countdown, it's like, did anybody, arguably I understand too, but like still in the time that the countdown was going on, did anybody think like, yo, let's get another submarine down there and at least try to help? Like,
Well, we've had
you know what I mean? Instead of
there
just
were
sitting by.
several people looking. That's the whole point. Is
True. No,
but a lot of
I
people are
get
being
it,
like,
yeah.
why couldn't they find them? And like even the government's being like, you are literally asking us. Like it took us almost 20 years to find the Titanic itself down there. You're asking us to find an even smaller vessel that was looking.
I will say though, the Navy came out saying that they did hear
Yeah.
the implosion. Like
We heard
early when
clunks,
it happened.
clunks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they didn't say anything.
Mhm.
And then they waited till Friday to be
They
like,
was
"Oh,
like,
there's
"That's
police
fine."
there." It's like, I
Oh,
think you guys
wait
could
a
have came
minute.
to the conclusion way sooner than telling the people like they have a
Hold
limited amount
on.
of time. It's like they kind of heard it. They knew it happened.
Yeah.
So does that mean the Navy is trying to say that like they regularly hear like random clicks and usually there's like
Like,
bats or,
probably.
like
Yes,
octopus or some
probably.
shit?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
still a sound
And
that
they're
they
like,
don't know what it
"Oh."
is. It was like a glub or something. They still have no idea what
Well,
it was.
yeah, that's like the
See?
guy on
That
I
was
think
Cthulhu.
CNN was saying that shit. Being like, there's been more people that have gone to space and have been that deep in the ocean.
Tim just
Yeah.
waking up.
That's what they're like. It's kind of
See?
impossible to go down there and just save them because they might be so deep that you would have to be perfect.
No, that's
to get in.
and that's absolutely true. I
Yeah.
mean, I know nothing about space or the bottom of the ocean, but I know enough to know that there's no fucking way it's easy. You know what I mean? To just imagine hopping down there and being like,
Now,
"Ah,
if Jason
found 'em."
Momoa wants to go down there and get them, by all means, go for it. Dude.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, have fun, dude. He
Well,
needs
they
a
didn't
job.
call him.
Like, yeah, he needs work.
Motherfucker.
the best ones were the Vin Diesel memes being like, just give him a car, he'll be down
Get
there.
him a car. He'll be down
Family.
there. Yeah, there's family. There's family to be saved.
Talking about movies, though, we reviewed The Flash a little bit. We didn't get all into the spoilers. We're about to. Jason, Rossi, which one do you want? Who wants to start with their review first before we dive into like all the stuff that happened in the
And we're
movie?
talking ratings wise.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into the deep
Then we'll
cut.
go into like the good shit.
Jason's gonna start it strong, so why don't you go first?
My,
Not that I'm
well,
gonna kill it, but let's go with you first.
well, yeah, I think was I like the first to go see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for once, like I actually went
Yeah.
out and
You
saw
saw
a
it
fucking movie and
twice.
shit.
Well,
I
let's
saw
be
it
real.
twice.
Like,
Yeah.
and not that we weren't, alive, but you were the only one of us alive during the original Batman. So, like, I mean,
Yeah.
and let's break it down like this. To you, that meant even more. Not that it didn't to us as well, but this movie for you was the ultimate fan service.
Yeah. So that's just so I loved it.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like I already I can't even say what like I don't know what I expected because it's like I got the trailer and then it's like okay, that's what I expect. And to me that's what I fucking got.
Right.
So to me I loved fucking I don't know. To me I pretty much loved everything about it. But like the people that are bitching what drives me nuts is I keep seeing people make the post for Flashpoint, and it's Bruce Wayne, but they have it where it's fucking Affleck, and he's crying over the letter from Thomas Wayne. And it's like, did you really think that shit was gonna happen? Like you saw that fucking trailer. Now I know that I'm sure you thought like, okay, there's gonna be like some little Easter eggs shit. But did you really fucking think that's what you were gonna see?
They wanted what they really
and that's
were
what you're
Jeffrey
shitting
Dean
on?
Morgan to come
Yeah.
in and be.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
I
not
haven't
a big
even
enough
heard them
name,
really say
sorry.
that.
Well, they wanted
That's-
that because
I've seen that a lot.
Snyder at one point had said if you were to do a Flashpoint, that would be Batman,
Yeah,
and they
I'm
would do
sure
the
it
whole
would,
Martha
but-
Wayne Joker storyline, all that stuff.
That would be
Snyder
terrible,
is full of
but all
shit.
right.
Snyder is proven that he is full of shit.
Mhm.
Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Snyder and Cameron for the next submarine to the bottom of the ocean together. I'd go for it. Go find whatever the fuck you want to find down there, but
I mean,
Yeah, but
well, no, and I'll
um,
take that back because
okay.
I don't hate Snyder as
won't.
much as Nolan right now. So
okay, I lied. Number 3, Nolan.
There you go.
Hop on that sub, bro, and take a trip.
sorry, Jason, we keep interrupting your.
I know,
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
that's fine.
Jared Leto also throw him in the sub.
That's
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
my
Number 4.
biggest.
It's a big submarine.
I was gonna say that was just my biggest beef, honestly, with people. Aside from, I get it, like nobody wants to go see it because of Ezra and shit like
Right.
that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But like I've been telling, fucking, I know I told Ryan, I'm sure I told Joey, fucking,
Mhm.
just picture Justin Long. Just shut up and just close your eyes and picture Justin Long, and you're good. Like that's all he did. He just played Justin Long.
Now,
as
has he
Flash,
ever
bro.
has
Oh,
not to
man.
cut you off this time? Has Justin
That's
Long
solid.
ever been fan casted as a
I
character?
don't
Not just the
think so.
Flash, but you know what I mean? Like that's weird that
Well,
Jason
Ezra
wanted
did him
to-
that service.
Yeah. So
He
now
put him in that role. Yeah.
Which is
Now we
funnier
can
because
think about this.
there were certain faces that Ezra made where I saw, and I hate it because I hate this dude too, Jimmy Fallon, which is
Really?
still on the
I
same.
can see that
I could see
for
that
sure.
too.
See
I
that.
could see that too. Yeah.
That's yeah.
But yeah,
No,
Like I
now
said
I'm
too,
down.
not to cut you guys off, but fuck, I wish I could have just like slammed them from this movie. Like I wish I could like
exactly. Well,
talk shit, but
That's
you did
what I
solid,
thought,
man.
too.
this entire
You did solid.
podcast is filled with all of us that wanted to hate it, but all of us are
Yeah.
giving it glowing reviews. I wish the rest of the world were, because I'm really upset that word of mouth has not made the second week catch on.
I know that.
Instead,
I
it's
know.
plummeted.
It's
And
just
I
because
can't
nobody,
imagine.
I don't think anything could have helped this movie. I think it was doomed from the get go, and that
But
was
the
just
proof is what
What?
happened the minute someone leaked this movie to Twitter. There
Mhm.
was millions of views of people
Mhm.
that watched the movie then.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this
Like-
movie we're gonna find out towards the end of the year that was the most pirated movie.
Yep.
Out of
I
all
would
the movies
not
that
Yeah.
dropped.
doubt it at all.
No, yeah,
And
that checks out.
here's the other thing: people shitting on like the video game graphics.
Mhm.
Right.
Why? Dude, it's a fucking comic movie. I don't know
Mhm.
why people
Uh.
expect these things to be absolute masterpieces. Take it for fucking what it is.
Might
Like, if you
take
have
on that.
fun, have fun,
I
and
think
fucking
me and
admit
Joseph
it.
knocked and if there was anything we would knock, it was that aspect. But like that compared to the rest of the movie, it's not even a big deal.
But also, my
Like,
thing with that is like I knocked it, but I haven't seen good CGI in a hot minute.
no, you're
I
right.
don't think anybody's
Yeah.
really killing it visually when it comes to CGI. They've
To
all
me,
looked
I
wonky
thought
lately.
I thought it just added to the comic feel. And I think
Okay.
that's what people like cast aside all the time with shit, is that it's like, do you not want comic in your comic movies? Like, you don't? But then you argue
No,
because
the
it's like,
truth
but
is
I
no,
wanted,
they
No,
I
they
wanted
don't want that.
Flashpoint. And it's like, but you weren't going to get Flashpoint. You fucking have known it for how long now? You know, like,
Can I ask this real quick? While watching
you're getting
it,
Hollywood Flashpoint.
while viewing it, did you guys catch on immediately to like that was what they were doing? The whole idea of you're
Oh,
seeing
it's-
it through his.
Well, yeah.
Well, the director said that,
The
but I was
directors-
also
yeah,
like,
I didn't.
I
No. Wait,
if you look back now, and I had to actually, I didn't get to watch the whole fucking stream when it was up on Twitter, but I got to catch some of it. In the very beginning, even before, yeah, I added to the pirating. Fuck it, that's giving some
Well, but
more
you
views,
paid
man.
to see it once and then you buy it.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
So,
that's,
yeah,
that's
fuck
the
'em.
way.
Yeah.
Exactly. But in the early like scene when he's first ordering the sandwich, like that
Uh-huh.
leads to everything. You see it when he walks, it's either when he's walking up or when he's standing there ordering. Behind him and even in his vision, there's already kind of stuff that's a little like off or a little like wonky.
Mhm.
Like there was one scene where or one part where like he turns his head or something. And again, I don't know if they did it on purpose, but I caught it this time. It just looks like distorted kind of.
it's supposed
And
to.
when he says something again, like I'm just really in a rush, I need my sandwich, I need to go do blah 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 blah. Like it almost kind of made me think like they're kind of already alluding to it right here that
Mhm.
we're now feeling all anxious and shit because you're
Jittery
feeling
and-
yeah. So I don't know.
I think
It's funny because
I think it's
I would
true
probably
that
add
you were
to that
looking
before.
you were looking towards his perspective of the
Yeah.
the Speed Force.
Yeah.
But again, I'm gonna keep bringing him up. It's like Snyder version of it was so different that these motherfuckers, you give
Mhm.
them like one little thing, they expect that to be the norm every time moving forward. They can never just accept something new. And when Andy came out being like, well, yeah, but the Speed Force isn't going to look picture perfect. It's going to have its wonky shit because it's the Speed Force, you know? And I don't think people register that because Snyder's looked completely different than that. So I think
Snyder's
that's
was dark and
yeah. Well, and did it bug people?
brooding.
Well, I guess yeah, it's all the CGI. What instead of getting the cast half the time, they just do CGI people?
I think. Well,
did that piss them off too?
A lot of people were mad about the use of certain characters or actors that aren't alive anymore.
Oh, the cameos.
Yeah.
They were mad at that?
Straight for that. Yeah.
There's a bunch of threads all over the place on TikTok. I read social media that they're like, this is bullshit. That
dude, I was like watching that shit like teary-eyed half the time.
On. We'll wait for Joey to return.
Yeah, Ross,
but
why don't you give us like your score and stuff?
What was your final score, Jason? I know you're fucking jerking this movie off quite a bit, but rightfully so.
It was.
It deserves
I mean, the other thing is, I hear also people say like Keaton couldn't even save this, and I'm like, dude, what movie did you watch, motherfucker?
Like, I'm sorry,
what did you watch?
I didn't hear what the fuck you just said because
what you didn't want to be there. I'm like,
dumbass comment is that? Like,
yeah.
Final
what do
score,
I rate
though?
it?
Out of 10, right? That's
yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
no, I won't go perfect because I mean there is no perfect fucking movie. I don't know, but I'd give it like a to me. I don't know.
Starship Troopers,
like
goofy movie.
I don't know.
all
8.5.
I gave it an 8. So
yeah.
All right,
that's fine.
It was the perfect ending to a failed DC universe.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
To multiple.
Yeah.
Not one. Well, yeah, I guess too, but it really was, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else they could have done. I don't know what else people want, but
I don't think people know what they want either. I think they just
don't know what they want.
And I think that's the problem
they
with
got
Hollywood
it
in general. People absolutely don't know what they want anymore.
No,
I don't think people want. I don't think people want superhero movies anymore.
Well, that's the big thing
too. But even with that, they want to go.
Characters.
They want to see a superhero, but they don't want to know anything about him, and they don't want to feel like they had to read a comic in order to see that movie.
Yeah, and I said they don't want to do the work, and they don't want to be like in the universe that's built upon. They don't want. I also think the whole multiverse thing is being pushed away very strongly.
I mean, I do agree with that.
But the general audience, I think they're over it.
Caught on the multiverse now, and
even superhero movies that aren't superhero movies have multiverse plots going on. I think a lot of general audience is like, why is this such a big thing that Hollywood is like not just pushing, but pushing down our throats that every little storyline is like, well, not in this universe.
There's another universe. Yeah.
And it's like comic books fine because we've seen it thousands of times. But when like movies that are winning Oscars have that same storyline of multiverses and things like that, it gets a little tarnished. And then you go watch Ant-Man and this movie, it's all kind of the same concept.
Just you guys ready for the next Fast 5 movie when they go fight like evil Vin Rames or Vin Rames, Vin Diesel, Vin Rames.
Yeah.
You know what can save the fucking Fast franchise?
Vin Rames.
Is recasting Vin Diesel as Vin Rames the entire time?
No, just have him be
the multiverse.
He's the multiverse, yeah. And they're like, why? What's the fucking deal here? And he's like, I'm just the obviously cooler version of you in every aspect possible.
God, that would have been perfect for Gio to pop up because it'd be like,
I already know what he would have said too.
Don't touch my Fast movies.
Yeah.
Rossi, what was your score for
it? That's my score. Vin Rames. But so I'll try to go quick too of just the movie. I really enjoyed it as well. And again, to add to what everybody said, like I did not want to, other than Keaton and Affleck, who I will argue and say are the first and the last greatest Batman actors, in my opinion, in the aspect of films. I know there's a lot of talk about television time. There's talk about animated stuff. I'm talking films.
Pooping on Pete or on Pattinson.
Yeah, pooping on Pete and on Pattinson.
What the fuck is that? Pooping on Pete. Pooping on the Pete.
Can we get that on a t-shirt?
That was like early Adam Sandler.
Pooping on Pete. That's right. Yeah,
that was good, man. Holy
God
shit.
Oh god.
That's
I
for our
don't know.
OnlyFans.
It's
That's
coming.
the link?
Don't you worry, people.
It is.
All 20
Um,
we're gonna get the chance.
Pattinson, I'll say obviously I thought the world of him in that movie and everything. I'm gonna let it wait. You know what I
Marinate.
mean?
Yeah.
Pattinson is
Yeah, I'm
working because you are leaving him alone. The
Mhm.
minute they
Yeah,
try
no,
and
exactly.
add other superheroes, he's done.
It'll
And
fall
I don't
apart.
mean anything against him. I mean it's perfect right now.
The structure falls apart
Yeah,
instantly if you
yeah,
introduce
yep,
those other
yeah.
like
It's the
superheroes.
same way that the first 2 seasons of Arrow on CW, when it was a very grounded show about a vigilante running around with an arrow, it was awesome.
It
Then
was
they
great.
introduced
Yeah, because
superheroes,
it's true.
and it
Because
fell
then
apart.
I
Just too much.
I fell off.
Too much at
I was like
once.
kind of out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Then went back in.
No. So fucking A. I'm trying to think what part of that. No, I thought it was cool, obviously for that too alone, just both Batman. I
Do you say
thought
Batman?
Ezra,
I say Batman's.
I say I don't know. I mix it up.
you got to acknowledge all of
They
them,
are
or else
they are
That's right.
men, and
You're
they do
being
dress
badass.
like bats.
Manly
But the
men.
name is
Yeah.
Batman, so I don't know. Batman.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Call one of them. Fucking ask them their opinion. I hear Christian Bale doesn't answer his fucking phone, but whatever.
Thank
I wouldn't
God
call
for
his
that.
dumb ass. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Pete.
No,
No, I mean Keaton.
and all. I thought it was really good. I thought Ezra did a great job. I think everybody being at times everybody bringing up other work that they've done. I not to be rude, I haven't fucking seen any of the movies. Wallflower, why the fuck
I
would
only
I
know
care?
Curse
Like,
of
sorry, but
Wallflower
like, yeah.
and the Harry
And
Potter
then the
show.
Harry Potter shit. Two series or two movies that I respectfully don't care about. So I don't maybe they've been great. That's fine. Cool. Respectfully, I don't care. So for this film, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was the perfect way to, like you said, end a universe that was doomed from the beginning for some fucking reason, and a perfect way of also possibly setting up a new world where I don't know if anybody's saying it yet, but the obvious is that's addressed the elephant right now. George Clooney ended up coming back as Bruce Wayne. What if George Clooney's Bruce Wayne never is Batman again, but he's just that Bruce Wayne? What if now he's almost the Nick Fury Keaton Batman that they were
And
going for?
that's my hope. Because James Gunn, even though months ago prior to it dropping said that this is the
I was
starting
gonna say,
point, has
well,
now
that,
gone back on his word.
but James Gunn also, and if he knows what he's saying or how he's saying it, he has stated there's going to be a new Batman or a new actor under the cowl. So that's why I'm like, okay, he's not saying George can't come back as Bruce Wayne, but his days as Batman are done. Right. Which also in the ending of that, we don't know if he's saying like, Barry, why are you saying that I'm Batman? Or he's like, Barry, you know that I'm Batman. What are you fucking talking about? You know Barry, what I mean?
You know that Chris O'Donnell is Batman now.
You know Chris O'Donnell moved out of the house.
No fucking way.
He is
I don't know why he was here this whole time. I asked him respectfully to move when he was 33, and he just swatted.
Because yes, all we know about what Brave and the Bold, is that what he titled it, right?
Yes.
Batman the Brave and the Bold is that it's going to be about the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Damian. So yes, if you are correct, maybe Nightwing has taken up the mantle of Batman, and then Damian's brought in for Clooney to train. But yeah,
man, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be cool.
But James Gunn is not making me too happy right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's on a.
Yeah, I mean, he went on Rosenbaum's podcast, told the world that he knows that Rosenbaum was the best Lex, and then proceeded to say that they're not going to cast him. So, fuck you, dude.
Wait, he what?
Yeah,
they're friends. He went on Rosenbaum's podcast and said, like, no, the best live action Lex Luthor there's ever been has been you. And then basically was like, I would love you to give pointers to whoever the next Lex is.
What a bitch. I'm going to get his brother Billy to beat his ass. There's over too many people's heads.
Only wrestling fans will understand.
That's right. Only wrestling fans. Badass James Gunn.
There you go.
But no, see, shit. So rating,
What was that rating? Yeah.
I think I would just go with a solid, probably 8.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed damn near all of it. Yeah, there was little things that I'm sure. Yeah, the CGI at times, for sure. Did it bother me necessarily? Not really. But were there definite times where I was like, all right, this is pretty fucking bad? Yeah. But it didn't take away from the movie. It didn't make me not enjoy the movie. I still was like, whatever. I think I would have rather liked to have heard, and I'm gonna forget, but you'll correct me. I would have liked them to at least call the evil Flash by his true name,
Avatar.
Savitar, which technically that's what he was, like
Yeah.
completely. That's if anybody, and again, not everybody knows the whole story of like the Flash and so that was
I don't know.
absolutely Savitar.
And
So that
again,
was
to give
cool
credit
me.
to the CW show, they pulled that
They,
off better
yeah,
3-4 seasons ago.
yep,
I mean, and that was another one that fell, and I missed the last, I think, 3 seasons of that show too before it just went off the rails. But I would have loved for Grant Gustin to have gotten his chance in this one as just a cameo, because even
yeah. I
Ezra
don't.
cameoed on that show
Yep.
for like a
During
whole 2 minutes
during
Oh, he
Infinite.
did?
during the
Yeah.
whole Crisis on Infinite
Oh.
Earths. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yep.
Because I mean, I
Yep.
saw people saying that too, and I don't know. I figured that would never be a thing
No.
because it never is. It's rare that they're
Because
gonna
that's
bring
what
TV over.
even him appearing was going to be what set up the actual movie. Of he even says like, "Oh, I've got to tell what is Cyborg's name." He
Yeah,
says whatever his
yeah.
actual name is. He goes, "I've got to tell him about this," and then he disappeared like on the show. Because originally this movie was going to be a buddy cop movie essentially between Flash and Cyborg, which
Yeah, that's right.
But
I forgot about that. Which I thought was kind of even crazy. They even like mentioned Cyborg in this movie because I
yes,
thought they were gonna.
they did not show Ray Fisher's face.
No, they didn't.
No.
But I still was like, wow. I thought they were just gonna completely. But then again, it wouldn't have made sense for them to do that because I don't think that the director has any bad feelings. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he works for DC, but if he's not going along with that bullshit, then yeah.
Well, and yeah, last week we said we would just break each certain things down that we didn't talk about. So let's get into the cameos of it all. All we talked about was Quinny even up to this point. So let's start off right with Nicolas Cage's Superman. Who wants to break that down?
That was my favorite.
That was
was
amazing.
my favorite. Oh yeah.
Fighting the giant spider.
Well, yeah. Any fans over here of Kevin Smith have heard the story, hopefully, but all goes back to the movie that he was supposed to write. This was, it was Burton, right? It was going to direct it.
Well,
it was after that. So originally it was Tim Burton, and he was going to do the whole thing with Nick Cage,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he dropped off. I don't remember hearing why.
Okay.
I don't know. And then that's when they gave. I don't know the dude's name. See, if Tommy was on the goddamn podcast, he would know. But yeah, the fucker that did Wild Wild West, basically. Right. Not even basically, he did.
Yeah.
Got attached, and somehow Kevin at the same time. So Kevin was gonna like help, like fix or redo or rewrite the script or something, and this dude was gonna direct, and his ideas were awful, awful. Where he was like, I don't want to see the fucking cape on him. I don't want to see him fly. And I was like, what? Like tons of stupid shit. And he's like, and then like the third act.
Yep.
He's got to fight a big fucking spider. And he's like, well, why? He's like, do you know anything about spiders?
The deadliest.
It's like they're the deadliest predators in the animal kingdom.
Which can't possibly be true. But
there's no way. But yeah.
I love that he's like
that, and I know he wanted him as the gay robot as his best friend. This is his words.
Mm-hmm.
And it was voiced by the dude from Chasing Amy.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
he loved his voice.
Hooper X. Yeah,
Hooper X. Yeah.
That would have been
I forgot about that.
But I think this is one of Kevin's best stories, aside from the whole thing about Prince. But yes, this whole thing the fact that there's a callback to even the spider that they put in this movie because of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny.
Pretty damn
Well,
brilliant.
yeah, because he didn't get to do it, so he took it and put it in.
If they
Wild
showed
West.
him fighting the polar bears too, I would have lost my shit.
That would have been
I would have
awesome.
been like, I'm done. I'm going
The
home.
second deadliest predator in the animal kingdom.
In the animal kingdom, yeah. Yeah. No, I thought that was great. That's a good kind of segue. We had Hollywood bring it up earlier. A lot of people were upset at many of the cameos.
Well,
So
and yeah, the biggest one is
biggest
George Reeves.
George Reeves, yes.
Why?
Because allegedly, and obviously goes the story after his death, family included, and I believe like close like friends and whatnot, said a lot of the daily struggles and whatnot that he went through could have been brought on from years and years of doing the
Superman?
character, because after he stopped playing the character, it says that it was hard for him to find big roles at a time because they were always trying to either typecast him as Superman, or no one wanted to see him as anything else because they only saw him as Superman. So a lot of people then say towards the end of his life, he didn't want to remember the character. He had no obviously want to ever come back. So now bringing him up in this, the whole thing is, who did they at least ask for permission? And if they got the blessing of the family, then in my opinion, I would say then it's probably okay. If they didn't, which in today's standards, I highly doubt they did not ask somebody. But if they didn't, then yeah, I could understand some people being upset, but also like they did it in a respectful way. They showed him they showed him as the first one of the multiverse, which in my opinion, I'm like, you're going in order. After him, it was obviously Christopher Reeves and stuff like that. But I don't understand, but I'm on the outside too of like, I wouldn't have been upset by any of that.
Right.
But same thing with Christopher Reeves, though. He was very outspoken saying he did not want to come back and do the character again. So that, although we already brought it up, he came back on Smallville, not as Superman, but he did an acting role.
Well,
And
no,
to this
that's the
day,
one I
story
can
is he loved
confirm.
it.
They went straight to his wife and got permission. So I don't know if there's children of his bitching or what, but they go straight to your next in line, and if they have
Yeah.
that permission, that's legal. So, I mean, if it's the case of the kids, blame your mom. Sorry, but when it comes to Christopher Reeve, of course he was Superman. Like, he had an entire foundation that got to use the Superman logo. Like, that's just paying respect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I thought all the cameos were cool.
I did too.
Yeah,
I think
they
my
wanted
like
Romero's Joker. They did not get that one.
yeah,
They wanted there was
which I'm
someone
kind of
else.
surprised they didn't.
Yeah.
They allegedly had said that they either cut or just decided not to do it. They talked about getting Brando's likeness for
Which again,
Jor-El.
Smallville used his voice, so you would think that one.
Yeah.
So, I think my guilty pleasure would have just been it would have been really, really cool, even if it was just CGI, if they somehow had like Val Kilmer. I think that would have been cool just for him.
Well,
as,
and I guess
know.
that's where it gets. It's the same way that I almost was like, oh, are we gonna see what's his name?
Yeah.
Robin, like randomly
Yeah,
a black Robin.
that would have been funny.
Marlon Wayans.
Yeah,
Marlon Wayans,
like, but
yeah.
then that would have had explaining to do because, like we alluded to in past episodes, are the Batman's all in canon, or
if
did
they were
we
going
erase someone from happening, or yes,
if they were going that route and wanted to just quickly show random villains, oh man, showing fucking Billy D as Two-Face would have been
great.
Oh,
that would have been fucking awesome. Even just hearing Danny DeVito's voice as Penguin would have been pretty cool.
Howard Stern
Like,
Scarecrow, why not?
Yeah.
Throw
them all in.
Throw them all, dude. Just do it all.
Just have him walk by on screen. You're like, oh shit, that's actually the Scarecrow. He looks.
And
like
what do we think of this dude directing the Brave and the Bold?
Personally, I'm glad, because I'm hoping that means, like we talked about, that James Gunn views that this movie knew what he was doing, so therefore keep Clooney. Like, if anyone was going to have the power to do that, it's now that you're the director of both of these. I would hope you try to push for that.
Yeah.
Because very, very clearly you did your research on the Flash. So if you put that kind of love into a Batman movie, I think it'll be amazing.
I think it'll be good.
Well, I was just looking up what he did, and I totally fucking forgot already.
Oh, he did.
But he's done some horror.
He did the
movies.
2 It movies.
Mm.
It chapter
That's
1
right,
and chapter
that's
2.
right. That's right. Okay,
That's what it was.
okay.
So half
Other than
of
that,
it.
that's all I know.
Number one.
So he had one good one, and the
Number
next one
one.
fell.
I was gonna say number one was a fucking banger.
But he knows what he's
Number two,
doing. Do you know what I mean?
He
Like
does
the
his
look
research,
and whatever
The-
shit on
the
the
cast-
CGI. But
the
just
cast
I
for
don't
the
know.
sequel though of the It movie was phenomenal. The adult cast, I think was pretty great.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Bill Hader,
the actual
yeah,
movie, you had Bill Hader, you had McAvoy.
McAvoy. Okay.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
solid cast.
It was really good, but like
was
holy
a little
shit,
wonky.
like the actual it did not hold up in my opinion to the original, at least adult years. You know what I mean? I think the first movie did a far better job for the kids. And then the second one I was like,
Well,
oh,
I think
shit.
that was the problem with that is because they spent so much time with the kids in the 1st movie. There wasn't that like in between, like the original. So when the original come in, people were kind of just preferred the kid cast because they're just like, well, kind of
We're used to it.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave us a whole feature length film with them, and now you're doing a switcheroo when you probably should have just included them kind of like you did in the original. Obviously, they have to be different, but I think general
That's
audiences
true.
usually just preferred one over the other. Even though it was a strong cast, it just didn't work. The script didn't work as well with the older cast. Then if you would have had the
think-
younger one, it would have been probably better.
Yeah.
I think they should have just casted Ritter's kid as his role too. Just give him why not? That dude's not doing
Yeah.
shit. Why not? Just
He
get
hasn't
him.
been seen since Freddy versus Jason. Why not?
Hey man, he's probably on like Gilmore Girls or some shit. I don't know.
Get the
He's
other
like,
Destiny's Child chick back on too. Why not?
Are we rolling?
Kelly Rowland. Throw
Yeah.
some respect.
Put some respect on the second Destiny's Child and nobody remembers.
At least she got a name. The third one still don't.
I can't. If anybody could pull the third
She
one
hasn't.
right now.
She hasn't been seen
be
since
shocked.
1999.
Michelle
Like,
something.
I don't think you're wrong,
right?
No, actually, I don't think you're
But
wrong.
what's
Yeah,
worse
it's the
is
Mandela
wasn't there a
effect.
fourth one
She
at
was
one
never
point?
there.
There was a 4th one. There were 4 Destiny Child. Yeah,
There was when they first started on.
Goddamn liar.
yeah. One got
Liar.
kicked right in the
Nope, there
beginning.
was. Yeah, like
I can't even
immediately.
argue that because I have no fucking.
I don't
No, there
believe
was a
you.
4th one.
You could say there was.
She
17
was
of them, I'd be like,
murdered by
sure, yeah.
Beyonce's mom.
They probably sacrificed them so that
Yeah.
Beyonce could
I've been told the
grow to
4th
full
one was
power.
Latoya.
It was Latoya.
Latoya.
That's all I got. That's all the information I got. The 4th one was Latoya. Still, there was 5 of them.
What?
kidding me?
Out
Yeah.
of here, dude. No, there was not.
And one of them was white. No, I'm just kidding.
Now I know you're lying. Yeah.
That
Pull
was
up
the
Wikipedia.
multiverse.
I don't believe this shit.
Yeah.
It's true. That's Christina Aguilera. She was the 5th Destiny's Child.
Shit.
Speaking of
I think
soups,
we-
though, should we get into the
Yeah,
new
I was gonna say, I think
Superman?
we've dissected the Flash enough. Yeah, let's
Enough.
Can we get more to DC news?
I'm gonna do a shot first, though. You've all already been drinking.
For Superman.
I don't know if
for Superman.
you touched on this, but here's to Grampy.
All right, dude.
Cheers.
There we go.
We got you there.
Yeah.
So we're moving into the DC universe here.
New one, yeah. This is the James Gunn DC now. Obviously, Blue Beetle. Now he's saying is going to be in the DCU, but that's what he said about the Flash, and now he's kind of backtracking on that. But Superman Legacy has officially casted their Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Probably going to butcher homeboy's name, but the new Superman.
Yeah, I don't know
is-
their names at all anyway.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to butcher this, and people are going to go.
So
Like,
go
"Oh,
ahead and
that's not
tell
the way you say it." New Superman, David Cornsweet.
Corn sweet?
Cornsweet, Sweeties. I don't know.
Put all
And,
sweet
Cornstarch.
Only
Corn
one
syrup.
movie's done.
I mean, Pearl. That's all I know him from. I, didn't even
I mean,
watch
he
that
looks
movie.
like Superman.
he
from
has
what you
the
sent
look.
me.
Yeah. I'm like,
I say I don't know his name, but I could look at the fucking text message you sent me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then
Corn
Lois
Sweat.
Lane, Rachel Brosnahan.
Brosnahan.
Yeah. So that's your new Lois Lane and Clark Kent. What is the first reaction to that? Even though we know nothing really about them, I know she's won an Emmy. I'll give her props for that. I don't know for what. I haven't done my homework on it, but she has won an Emmy at some point.
I
He
mean,
looks like somebody stretched out Bucky's eyes a little.
he
I have to
has
go
the
back.
look. He's got the hair.
That
Yeah.
chin, that jawline.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
big
who-
question right out the gate: tighties or no tighties?
No
Put 'em
tights.
back
I think they
on.
do no,
No.
I want them
no
back
tights.
on. I do. I miss the red undies.
the red undies.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think they do it.
But
I
I'm
don't
also
see it
I'm
coming.
also a blue and gray Batman fan. So
Well, but we got that in. Sorry, jump right back. But you had Affleck Swan Song. He wore a
Yeah.
gray outfit. He
Yeah.
had blue. That
and the
was awesome.
shot of that Keaton
Oh,
suit.
Keaton had one too,
Oh.
man. Those
Yeah.
Keaton suits were
Yeah.
fucking
Did
beautiful.
you see some of the
Detail.
art?
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I can't even fucking talk right now. The art designs and shit for like some of the
Yeah.
outfits they didn't use, and that was just modeled on all the old Kenner toys.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
that was
it
fucking
sick, dude.
amazing. Yeah, I
did
mean,
we-
some of the
Did
suits
you guys
really
bring?
were.
No, we're going back to the Flash. Did you guys bring up the Joker laugh box?
We didn't
Yeah,
actually.
I did not.
That was
did
that
it?
was my
That,
favorite.
that
made
was-
me mark. Yeah, that made me
Yeah,
pop
me
real
too.
big. I
Yeah.
wish that's
Because
a little nitpicky. I wish the Batcave had more stuff like that.
right. I
Like in
was
the
looking
comics.
for a giant quarter the entire
the
time.
dinosaur,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I wish the cave would have been more than just like the dusty Batmobile that they should have used at least at one point.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
But whatever. But like, that's just nitpicky stuff. I just wish that Batcave would have had more stuff from the past, or just more
I did forget
little
about that.
nods.
The joke box or whatever, because in the theater, I, like you said, I almost jumped out of my seat because
Yeah.
that was one of the things too. I'm like, somehow show Nicholson even in a newspaper. I don't
Right.
care, like just something.
Any little nod to like.
Well, and
So,
on
like-
that
Mhm.
note, kind of amazed
Yeah.
that there was literally nothing about Catwoman, nothing about Selena. Like,
True.
Yeah,
but
true. Like he had that like very like kind of touching moment about like Alfred, but
Yes.
yeah, nothing about her. And then the
brought
one
back
thing I
Vicky
will.
Vale. He doesn't know
The
she
one
still
thing I
lives
will
there.
say, yeah, that's true. The one thing I will say, I almost was hoping, but then it almost kind of leaves it open to like Keaton's world. Do you think he never had a Robin?
I
I-
don't. Well, that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. It depends how far we believe the films went, or how much Flash fucked up that timeline.
That's true.
Was it in fact the Michael Keaton universe? Because we have the Joker, so we at least know that
Mhm.
movie happened. We don't know what happened afterwards.
Yeah,
due
where
to
was the
Flash.
cutoff of
Yeah.
like everything else? Like,
True.
when did he
Yeah.
actually retire as
Yeah,
Batman? Like, we
exactly.
don't
I
get that
heard
info.
somebody
Yeah.
say that they just kind of merged
Right.
a little bit.
Essentially,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the same too. Like with Joseph last week, you said that now Flash is stuck in hell of the Clooneyverse. Like, but do we
Mhm.
know that it's actually the Clooney Batman, or it just happened to be now
A
it's
different
just all-
universe with
Yeah.
Clooney as
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne. I mean,
Which I
yeah.
hope. I do.
I mean,
hope
they
that.
could do a
That's
lot of shit
true.
with it. I just
that's
think,
the redemption story, right?
and
there,
that's the shitty thing about the box office numbers. I don't think anything's
know.
gonna come of it. I don't think they do anything with it. I think they just let it die and they just move on, and they hope Blue Beetle's a hit.
But they've still said that they would not recast the Flash. Like everyone's asked that question, still says
Yeah.
if there is another Flash, it's going to still be Ezra. So I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, I
He
mean,
just-
after watching that movie, why not? I don't like the guy,
Well,
but or the
true.
person.
But I mean, give Wally West his due.
Yeah, I mean, I said that too because I just think the audiences are always just going to reject them, no matter what
I
it is
agree.
or what they do. There's nothing he could do unless like years pass. And I mean, like a
Mhm.
long fucking time needs to pass that people just forget about it almost completely, and he's just
Right.
shaped his entire life and career.
Well, yeah, his career cannot be saved off him having a starring role. I'll
Yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
this didn't save it.
no,
No.
Just added to it. Just add to the fact that like, why
Yeah.
would you put all your money on this guy? But okay, so new Superman.
Yeah.
First thoughts. I mean, look, if anybody's gonna make Superman interesting again, it's James Gunn.
Mhm.
I know nothing about this actor and actress, but again, I'm kind of glad about that.
Yeah.
I'm glad they don't really have this big resume that I can nitpick, being like, well, they weren't great. It is what it is, you know. I'm sure they'll do fine. I'm sure the movie will be good. It's just you got to make them interesting, man. You got to get the general audience to care again
Well, and
about
that's
Superman,
what-
not be bored.
yeah. I thought I saved it. Now I don't see it. The quote that I tried to get was, and it was from James Gunn, was the interesting thing about how do you word it? Basically says the interesting thing about Superman is it's about Superman coming to Earth where there are already superheroes. And that
Yeah.
to me is a new concept. Because it always has felt like Superman and Batman came up together
Mhm.
and that's the starting point. If you're telling me that
Yeah.
all these heroes are already earthbound and then an alien from outer space comes, that's something different.
Because he's already said that the Authority is
Yeah.
going to be
Right.
in Superman Legacy,
Mhm.
which obviously general audiences won't really know who
No,
that
they
is.
won't.
But
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing too. I think they're going to be expecting one of the classic Superman villains.
Right.
And we might still get it, obviously, because they are going for Lex Luthor,
Right.
which it's hilarious. I do feel bad for Nicholas Hoult because he's been rejected
He
for
has now
Batman
lost
and
out
Superman.
the role of Batman and Superman.
And
yeah.
they offered him Lex Luthor, and he rejected it because he was like, "I only want to be Superman." And they're like, "Well, you would
He
be
would have been
perfect as
great.
Lex."
He would have been
They're like,
great.
too bad.
So now the two people in the lead to play Lex Luthor are the two Skarsgård brothers.
Brothers, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did see
Yeah.
that.
They
Which I'm
stab
like-
each other. over
Either
it.
way, you're getting one of them.
You're getting
Mhm.
one. Unless, I mean, if I'm Nicholas
Get a
Hoult, I'm just
clown
like,
or
you know
a
what?
vampire. It's your
If
choice.
you're Holt and you're his manager, it's like, dude, just fucking go back and say, I'll do Lex. I'll shave the fucking hair.
Right.
I'll do the goddamn character. At least you're in a super
Yep.
Superman movie. I mean, you're playing one of the biggest villains of that character.
Well, I'm by far the biggest villain. I get it, but the biggest villain in the DC universe. I get the Joker counts too, but
yeah.
like
But for that
you're-
character specifically,
yes.
it's huge.
you
It's
know
a huge
for
thing.
a fact you're not going to get killed off in the first movie.
No.
You're going to be around. Like,
And the big thing
no.
too that people don't seem to remember is for this James Gunn universe, if you sign on for the live action movies, you're playing that character in the animated series, you're playing him in the video games, you're playing him in the comics. So like you're that character as long as it's under the James Gunn umbrella. So it's like he would have been Lex for probably a hot ass minute. Same with this Superman. This is going to be Superman and Lois Lane for James Gunn. If we see him in the cartoon version, it's going to be them. If we see them in all those different illustrations, it's going to be them. So that's the sweetener deal of all this James Gunn stuff. I can't judge them because I just haven't seen them in enough shit to be like they're not good or bad.
Like I said,
looking forward to it though.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious.
In other superhero news, I don't know if you guys heard this shit. Ben Affleck's going to be in Deadpool 3.
I heard the
Oh,
rumor.
no.
I heard
What?
the rumor.
Yeah.
Did they say it
Deadpool
too?
3 is unfortunately, and I'm going to give them the chance because I think they could pull it out just because of the star power.
Yeah.
It's going to be another multiverse film.
Yes and no. Well,
Yeah.
yes, it's multiverse, but from what I get, and they're probably going to go really quick as opposed to the Doctor Strange of it all. It's just going to be Daredevil. Well, it is, but
Well,
Deadpool is going to literally be time hopping to escape from the TVA or TSA, whatever the hell they were called, from Loki, the Time Bureau. So it's a lot of that, and I think it's going to be very funny, and that to me is the different take on it. So I think that why it's not as just multiverse like that effect, you know. So if we're just getting joke after joke, at least it works.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not going to be taken seriously. And I think that's why the audience won't be going into this being like, I don't really have to be invested in the story. It's just going to be Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds just having the fucking silly goose time
Right.
as
They'll
their
still shit
costume.
on it.
Now,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
the ultimate one, but this is the problem with the strike that they can't rewrite this. If they were able to rewrite based off things that happen currently,
You got a fucking
an
spirit in your
elephant in the
house?
background.
Talk about it, yeah, dude.
Christopher Reeves was like, nah.
Karate chop that shit, dude. Like,
Oh, this is one of the better podcasts.
man.
What the fuck?
As I was saying, if they're not able to rewrite during the strike, I wish they were, because if you watched The Flash and then made a joke, I would cast Nicolas Cage to come in as Ghost Rider and fight a giant
Ooh.
spider.
Oh my
be
god, that
awesome.
would be fucking great, dude. Just sign it up. For
Same
that
thing with
shit.
the eyes,
no
too.
reason. Yeah.
Right.
That'd be great.
Makes no sense. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Oh,
Just do it. Do everything at this point. Who gives a fuck?
Well,
Nobody's gonna like it
100%.
anyways. At this point.
Ryan Reynolds, if anyone can save a multiverse, it's Ryan Reynolds. Let's do this. I'm all in. Have him
Yeah.
jump into the Free Guy universe and fight him too. You know?
Bro, if
There you go. Bring it all together.
if Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds can't do it,
Right.
then just at that
The
point
Reynolds verse.
abolish the multiverse forever. Don't never do it again. Just let it die and just move on. Because like they have to be the only two that could do it. Just because it's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Who the fuck's gonna be like? I don't want to watch that. Like,
Right?
you guys have been complaining for that for like years, and we're finally getting it. I know the director of Logan is very upset about Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine.
Tough.
Yeah, while he prepares Indiana 5. Fuck off. Like,
That's gonna be another fucking bomb I'm hearing.
Well,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Harrison
not
Ford
tracking.
can't
I
even
didn't
fucking
expect
save
anything
his.
else for that shit.
Well,
Yeah.
but if we're going by the previews, like we just said, the Flash lived up to the preview. The previews of Indy looked amazing. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I don't think anybody. Again, I think finally people are just tired of just the same old shit, and they're just revolting almost against it,
I'm
just being
I'm
like,
tired, and I get that he's made a career off of it, but I am tired of old man Ford in interviews, basically like saying, like admitting that he doesn't watch anything. Like someone in an interview asked him if he's gonna be the Red Hulk. He's like, "Who the hell's a Red Hulk?" Like
Yeah, he's so confused at
like
life.
any Star Wars questions. I don't know. I'm dead. It's like, dude.
I think he's the type of person that just doesn't know that like life continues when he's not in the room. Like he just thinks everybody's on fucking pause.
Yeah.
It's just like there's
Star
movies
Wars
being
ended.
made.
You're like, no.
he doesn't even know he's still acting. Probably he's just there for the check.
Mhm.
No,
Like,
he's just like I'm tired.
he's like, I gotta wear this hat again and just use the whip. Okay, cool.
All right.
Like I'm there. How much money is Disney paying me? Okay, let's fucking do it. Yeah, but I don't. That movie's supposed to bomb as well. The only ones that seem to be doing good or tracking to do good, obviously the Spider-Verse did really well. For what it came out as. But everybody's fucking hyping up Barbie and Oppenheimer.
I don't get it.
Like
That's going to be the best double feature that we could have ever hoped for.
Mhm.
I would watch Barbie and then leave because the dude's weird looking and
The
fuck
dude is
Christopher
weird.
Nolan.
Like,
You know what I'm talking about.
Ryan Gosling?
His name's not. No, I'm talking. No, I'm just saying I
Which
would go
dude are
see
you talking
Barbie.
about? Oh, okay.
Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah.
Cillian
Or
Murphy.
Oppenheimer.
well, that can get us to
I thought it
our
was
Q&A
Oppenheimer.
portion of the show because somebody asked us which one.
Why
we'll
is he
watch
ugly?
First. Well, no.
Which one you would watch first, out of Barbie or Oppenheimer?
I can't answer
Barbie.
that. Oh, Barbie.
Barbie.
So I have a thing where I'm gonna
Barbie,
watch
because Christopher
Oppenheimer.
Nolan didn't fucking touch it. So
I have a theory where
is
I'm
it
gonna watch
Oppenheimer or
Oppenheimer first.
Oppenheimer?
I don't fucking know. The nuke movie.
I want to know.
Well,
I'm gonna
shit
watch that
doesn't-
one first.
I don't care.
You have to say it
about
with a German accent.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
I will get around to watching Oppenheimer, but it won't be in theater.
Oppenheimer.
Like that seems like a very long, and it's probably a great
Oh,
movie,
dude,
but
it's
very
3 hours
long.
long.
Yeah,
It's going to be like 7 hours long. It's going to
I
be a
don't-
whole day.
It's the same
Mhm.
way, like for certain movies, like other biopics. What's Edgar? Fucking J. Edgar Hoover. Like
Edgar,
was not going to
shit.
see that in
Edgar.
theaters. Aviator did not watch in theaters, but got around and enjoyed it years later. Like this is a movie I have to sit at home where I can actually go and have that.
But do you think you're going to enjoy it years later?
There is a chance. I'm not going to shit all over it quite yet.
I'm gonna take
Why?
one for the. I'm gonna take a boys and say I'm gonna watch Oppenheimer and Barbie the same day. I'm gonna watch
God,
Oppenheimer
that's a long
first.
time.
Back to back.
5 hours of just movies, dude. I'm gonna watch Oppenheimer.
See
I
one
hope it
bomb
ends.
after another.
I hope it ends with the nuke. That way
Right.
you go into Barbie thinking that's the future, and we all died, and the Barbies took
Mhm.
over. That's the way I'm
Mhm.
going into. I'm gonna get high as
Mhm.
shit, and I'm gonna watch both of them and just be like, I don't know what the
There
fuck
you go.
happened, but
That's it right there.
happened. Yeah. Because I don't think I could actually sit down and watch Oppenheimer by myself at home because I'd just be bored
Right.
as shit. It's
You
like
gotta
3 hours.
you gotta go into that one really strong. So as you're drinking it, you gotta take one prime unopened, brand new.
Unopened.
Take a prime in there with you, and then take ecstasy and Benadryl.
Jesus Christ.
And dude, I'm gonna do
That's-
it in
that's called a,
4DX. I want to feel
That's
that
called
nuke.
that's called a Riverside Slam, and you're just gonna have a good time while you watch that double feature. And
I don't know enough
all
to
the
know
kids
if you're
listening.
lying or not about the street name of.
no one does, but that's the thing. Listeners, go try it. And then send us
Christ.
your. That's our question. Did you try it? And then you send us your answers, and we just. Everybody's not on board.
I think I would have called it
That's
sleeps to see.
Let us know on our OnlyFans.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True. All right,
that'll be
another
up to
question
you.
we got. The Grimace Shake. Who's tasted it? Who's tried it?
I know
have.
Jason.
Jason.
I have not tasted the grimace yet. How is
It's
I
it?
will
like
not
hairy
taste
purple
Grimace.
balls.
I knew none of you else fucking tasted it.
Oh, I tried
not
it.
either.
I
still
tried it.
never
Oh, you
had,
did? Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
did.
Not by choice.
It
I
Which
just,
wasn't
one?
bad. It wasn't bad. It was.
it was
Just, I don't
sweet
know.
as all
It was
fuck.
berry. It was some berry type shit.
It was super sweet, man. I was just like, I'm good. I think I took a sip and I'm like, I don't think I can do this.
Is this really?
I said like, so it's Grimace's birthday, so we're drinking him. I'm like, that's just very
Yeah.
Soylent Green,
It's
Hey,
the
big
cult of
purple freak
Grimace,
birthday.
dude.
Now
I'm under the
Grimace's
theory that they
purple
just
bread.
jerked them off in the back and that's what they got.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what the shake
that
is.
too. Yeah,
Very
I
sweet.
mean-
I wonder what he's been eating.
it just.
But it has
Lots of pineapple.
it has opened the doors of other characters that existed in the past that they couldn't talked
to come into a
they
shake.
talked about Grimace's
That are-
Irish cousin or whatever, and the only reason
He's just drunk and angry.
Well,
Yeah.
this was an actual existing thing. Look it up, and like they got rid of
Holy
the
shit.
character because whoever's in the suit was anti-America back in the day, and like ran his mouth in interviews about how
As
the
he
Irish
should, yeah.
Osama bin Laden.
better than
that son of a
everyone.
Right
bitch.
on.
It was literally just like Grimace O'Shaughnessy or something.
Jesus.
Oh, Grimacy.
I
And it
wonder why they got upset. Yeah, like
And that's who ended up becoming Conor McGregor.
There you go.
that's exactly it. That's his
Talking
first
about
role.
that, another question we got: what was our favorite McDonald's mascot?
Well,
Fry Guy.
Fucking Grimace O'Shaughnessy.
It was the Fry Guys.
Fry Guy.
The Fry Guys.
O'Shaley.
Shaley.
Oh,
Grimace O'Shaughnessy.
I
Have a wee
O'Shaughnessy.
taste of me milkshake.
Yeah, I mean the McBurglar, right? That was his
The
name?
McBurglar.
The McBurglar?
Yeah.
What's his name?
The hamburger. No.
The Hamburglar. That's my go-to.
Hamburglar.
I mean, he's a classic. Yeah, the McBurglar, I guess. I mean,
The
was he
crusty
only
burglar.
stealing? Was he
Then
only
we just
stealing from McDonald's?
Keep
Or was he
going
just
because the
a fucking
further you
burglar?
get into McDonald's lore, the more we're gonna just suddenly change over to Chuck E. Cheese and
Chuck E.
start naming
Cheese?
those
I don't know.
characters.
Oh, yeah, those ones are dark.
Oh, those creepy fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
There's
the
a
Five
lot
Nights
of
of I don't know if
culty.
anybody's seen it, but the Five Nights of Freddy trailer dropped.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
No,
that.
I've
I'm
never
not 12.
played
I'm
the
not
game.
12 years old. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
That's the only
I know
person who's gonna.
I know more about Fortnite, and I've never fucking played that shit either. But I know,
I don't know shit about it.
I don't know anything about this whole five fingers bullshit. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, I mean, you know the
Freddie,
concept, right?
Freddie
You
got
working at Chuck
fingered
E.
and-
Cheese.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. Is it's just an evil Chuck
Yeah.
E. Cheese.
Yeah, and
we
they come
saw
alive.
that.
The whole
We saw that, and Nicolas Cage once again
Yeah.
prevailed and showed us all that.
And
Yeah,
he's
but
a
to be
fucking-
fair,
that
they
he
stole
is a
that.
national
Oh,
treasure.
100%. Yeah.
no pun
Did they?
intended.
Yeah, where'd they steal it? Or would they
Five
steal
Nights
it
and
from?
Freddy already
Five Nights
existed.
at Freddy
It's just
already
been out
existed
for like
from-
It's
years.
been old
dude.
as shit. Yeah, it's like it's been
Oh,
a
so you're
computer
saying,
game. for,
saying
like-
that movie stole it from?
Yeah.
Yeah,
from-
because they had been
Yes.
doing there's like a shit ton of versions of that game, bro. Like,
yeah.
So
it's
is that
it's
really
like-
no? And I knew that. So actually, if any of you guys actually know more about it, it's a weird like you're working at the fucking place, and then these
Mm.
things
when
come
the
to life
park
and try to like
closes,
kill you.
You're working overnight,
Okay.
and you gotta do
And
like
they're just,
different
like-
assignments and shit. But like you could
So
trigger
are they
the
are they like
animatronics.
are they like demons? Are they like just monsters? Are they like what's the whole?
I just figured
Anybody
they're
know
just
that?
evil. I don't know.
I just thought they were just evil
don't
animatronics that
question
just
it.
turned on, and I think it's like
Okay.
some satanic shit though.
It's
Like
like, so
from-
it's just Simpsons. It's Itchy and Scratchy Land.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say exactly. Everything comes back to Simpsons because they fucking did
they
it.
know everything
but-
because they're
Well,
time
they already
traveling.
proved, yeah. The people already posted the clip where Homer went to the ocean and tried
They
to
got
look.
stuck on the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Got lost. Yeah.
Well, Homer came back though, so I mean, I guess I'm just saying they didn't.
So you're saying they had a happy ending?
Yeah,
Because
If the
Homer didn't waste
Simpsons-
his own money.
yeah, that's exactly it.
Thoughts on Seacrest as the new host of Wolf?
Oh, I literally had this written down.
I just saw that.
What?
Yeah,
Seacrest is taking Pat Sajak's job.
old
Next
Pat's
season.
taking
Yeah.
a seat. So is the
Which
girl
also
staying
Pat
though?
Pat is way older than I thought he was. Also,
He's
so.
like,
He's
like
like
90,
90,
isn't he?
he's pushing 80. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I thought he was even older.
Oh shit.
I thought he
Is
looked great for his
Vanna-
fucking age, but I, thought
I
he
don't
was
know
older.
Is
Vanna's
Vanna the
leaving
same?
I don't
Oh.
know.
Is that
No,
her name?
real thoughts on Secret, like, and this is the truth. I feel like this is a little below him.
Kind of.
Seacrest has already replaced Dick Clark, which in entertainment.
But I think this is how he
Yeah,
slows down. Because
but
that dumb motherfucker was doing like
Regis'
3 or
job
4
and then
things at
left
once.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he
Well,
took
to
Regis
Regis-
Philbin's job.
So
left
hold
that.
on. Keep
Well,
going.
no.
Hold on,
Actually,
Joe.
wasn't that? I
Hold
thought it
on.
was Strahan that took.
So
Later
so
on.
he took Strahan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody
never
could
mind.
stand
I thought it
Kelly,
was
and they're
reversed.
just like, we're gonna
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
So then it became Seacrest and Kelly, and then this past year, Seacrest left that show because it was too much. Because he still
Because
films.
he was still doing that.
He
and
films
like
in LA
Kiss
for-
FM and
yeah,
shit.
he films
yeah.
in LA for Kiss FM, but then
Shit.
goes to New York
Sorry.
for that. But then
Does he
flies back
still-
for American Idol.
I was
He
about
does
to
American
ask,
Idol
he
stuff.
still does that. Okay.
Yeah, he brought that to ABC. They moved from
Right.
and then
Fox.
he's a producer for like E Network on most of their shows and stuff like
Pretty
that.
sure
Yeah.
still, yeah.
I'm sure he is.
I mean,
yeah.
he was for Kardashians and shit
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. I knew
Yeah.
that at least, but Yeah, motherfucker
Well, that's
obviously
what I'm saying. Like, that's cool.
never has
like
to
because he
work.
claims that he's grown up loving
No.
the show, and that's why he did it. So cool, man. But like,
Okay. Yeah.
you're literally
I mean,
like, to me, if you are a host, it didn't get bigger than taking over Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve. Like, once you
Yeah.
had that, you've made your name. You weren't going to get bigger than that. So like, it's a little crazy to me that he's taking a Wheel of Fortune.
I'm shocked that he never got a late night show.
Right.
the dark,
I
yeah,
always
the
thought that
dark,
was going to be the end game for him.
the darkness in me is literally being like, I really hope there's no fucking like pain behind those guys' eyes because that
Right,
man just
like-
works his ass
Well,
off.
you just
to
go
where
back
I'm
to
like,
knocked up.
I hope, yeah, like I
Where he
hope
says even
he,
there.
I hope at the end of
Mhm.
the day he just is like a workaholic, but loves doing all this shit because, like you said, like this he watched as a kid, so this is his way of being like, that's gonna be amazing. But I hope to fucking God himself that like he doesn't ever crack under
No.
I have so much to do. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But-
I always thought, like we said, late night. I thought he would get, but also
Yeah.
like once he
Yeah.
took over Rocket Eve, I'm kind of
Uh-huh.
amazed they never brought back American Bandstand with him. Like,
Mm.
and he just took over half of Dick Clark's
True.
old stuff since he's
His
already
career.
replaced him at that point. Yeah. And I mean, he took over 2 years before Dick Clark passed, so he literally was given it by him. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
Yeah.
He
doesn't
had
get
to
to-
because Dick Clark was
Well,
looking
he-
pretty rough on,
yeah,
on
yeah.
the
Oh,
Well, yeah,
Holy
he
shit.
did.
Yeah, he had that
Oh,
You remember
super
the
and all
last-
that, right?
Yeah.
You remember the last time he did the countdown? That was
Yeah,
fucking
that
rough
was
to hear.
brutal. That was.
I don't even know if he got to 5, and you're just like, let's just call it a fucking day, man. Like, I don't want to feel this way anymore.
Ticket is 3:00 in the afternoon.
But that is, yeah, that's gonna be weird. Obviously, we lost Alex Trebek this past year, so just having like
Yeah.
no Trebek
always
and
forget
then
that.
no Sajak of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. I think that's a huge. And
True.
Whoopi
No,
Carey's
it is.
been on what's
Whoopi was
called for a
trying to
while.
get the Wheel of Fortune.
Fuck Whoopi
Oh,
up her
Fuck
ass.
Yeah.
Whoopi. Yeah.
Yeah, but give Whoopi Jeopardy since no one likes Blossom over there hosting that show right now.
She's better than the other dude,
Well, the other dude has a reason to
from
be
what
there.
I
He's
see.
most winning contestant.
Yeah. That weird
Um,
nerdy guy. Yeah.
Weird
That
nerdy
doesn't
guy.
mean shit. I don't know.
Now we're just gonna have to have a
He's
game show
smart.
episode of this, where we just break
Yeah.
down everything.
What they fucked up on, obviously, is it should have been Joey Lawrence, and we all know that.
Because for no
Yeah,
reason.
instead of Blossom.
Instead of
motherfucker.
Blossom, I get it. I get
Oh,
you,
okay.
Jeff.
Whoa.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Joey, did you get any questions? Because I think we might wrap up. Right
I just had where to go. Okay. What is your guilty pleasure rom-com movies? Now here's the thing. To imply it's a
I was
guilty
going a
pleasure means
different
that I
way.
have to hide it. I have enough rom-com movies to get us to a weekend. I would say that the easiest one probably for a couple of us is 500 Days of Summer.
now?
Yeah.
Then to pull Ryan Reynolds back in the fray, definitely maybe is another one.
That's another one. I'll throw
And
mine. that
Go
you
ahead,
guys know
Ryan.
it.
Yep.
In the Land of Women.
In the Land of Women. There.
That's a fucking phenomenal one.
That's a classic starring Seth of the OC.
Uh-huh.
What is his
Big
actual
guy.
name? I don't
Big
know.
ups. Adam.
Big ups.
Adam Brody,
Adam-
not
Adam
Adrian
Brody.
Brody.
No, he's not quite as ugly as Adrian. Yeah, no, that's a fucking good one. I don't know. What's rom-coms? You know what I mean? Like, Joey, you said the ones that are mine
Right.
because we watched them together. So, like, but I don't fucking know.
No, I'm like,
What was the one? Craven would know it. Fucking Harry Potter and Kylo Ren were like buddies in it. That was depressing as all fuck.
Yeah.
But
What is it?
What if?
but
is
might
it?
be What
I
If.
thought that too. Yeah, it's something like that. That was a good one, but holy shit, depressing.
The
But
Holiday.
isn't that like
the holiday. For the,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Fall Joys.
That's a good one.
aren't most like rom-coms depressing too? Then
It's Forgetting
Yeah.
Sarah Marshall rom com.
I mean, if that's it,
That's-
then that's my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the
that's-
one for
that's-
me.
true.
If I had to pick one,
Yeah.
You're fucking Billy Baldwin.
I'm Samantha. I have sex with everyone.
No, that's all I had. I'm like, guys, give us more Q&As when I post, when all of us post.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure I had more shit to
Not
talk about this episode, but
rom-coms.
this one was wild as fuck.
Yeah.
Not rom-coms. Evil Dead, just real quick before we end it up. The biggest streaming movie
Best
so
rom-com.
far of the year
There you go.
right now. And it's
Hell
only been
yeah.
out for a few days and it's just killing it. So and
I haven't rewatched it yet. But
I'm gonna rewatch it
I
this weekend.
want
Bruce
to.
Campbell tweeted out though, like the more you watch it, the more movies we'll make. And I'm like, all right, man.
Come back to it, Bruce.
But are you coming? Yeah, I was like, are you coming back? Like,
No.
Yeah. I said, fuck
No,
off.
he's
Stop cock
like,
teasing,
I'll
you
just-
son of a bitch.
I'll just keep eating the apple behind the scenes, and that's the sound that it makes. And I'm like, God damn it.
I'll add the
Bruce,
chewing
like,
effects that you guys
Yeah.
use for these
Yeah.
films.
No,
That's
I'm in it.
me.
I'm saying, oh, you fucker.
seriously eating an apple.
All right.
Like,
Groovy.
All right. Let's end it right there. Thanks for watching, guys.
Sounds good.
Comment down below. Links down below in the description. Make sure you subscribe. We will have some more stuff to talk about next week, I'm sure. I'm sure another ship will sink probably, or something
things
will
and
happen.
stuff.
Famous stuff, pop culture things. Who knows?
We'll make
get
sure
into
of it.
And
We'll
we can
sit
always
like some
do
ships.
more episodes all about Q&As, but we need them from you guys. So.
Yeah, we need a
I
bunch.
like that idea, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll collect some. I'll start doing some earlier in the week
Yeah.
and just start collecting them
Post
for
it
when
all
we
week
do the
long.
next one. Yeah, that way we'll have like just Q&A episodes.
Mhm.
Questions that will at least cover an entire, however long the episode is. I'm sure we'll get
Sounds
some good ones because I think we did one before, but it was mostly like Adam Sandler stuff. So we were just going down like a deep dive of Sandler movies. But we'll get back to that. We'll do
Which
Q&As.
brings us full circle to the intro of this one.
The pooping on
All right.
Peyton.
We'll see you guys later on.